I clicked the wrong scene. Anyway, how is all you doing today? Anyway, so yeah, how's your day? Oh, hello, good evening. Hope you've all had a great Tuesday so far. Or if you're just getting up, good morning. And all that. Because I'm in one of those weird time zones where it's like some people are getting up, some people are going to sleep. And then there's us Brits that are just smack dab in the middle of things time zone wise. And again, time zones are bit weird in general, aren't they? But oh. We have an interesting one for today. Because today is the first of our retro slash indie slash unusual games day. Told you I finally found something for Tuesdays. But yeah, as the name simply suggests, the sort of games we're going to be playing on Tuesdays going forward are going to be like retro games, indie games, or very unusual games. Like weird ones that are either weird in concept or something like that, or have a weird bit of history to them. Oh yeah, it's can also sometimes be a bit of an anything goes day too. If I'm like up for a particular game that day. But I'll do my best to stick to the established theme. And such. But we all know what I'm like. But for this first round of it, I thought why not revisit a game I played like ages and ages ago. Back actually let me check. Because it was last time I played Super Mario Kart, I played it alongside another game off of NSL, which was Race FX or something. Wow, it was a while ago. 8 months ago. That's how long ago we've played Super Mario Kart. And Luigi is due some fucking payback. Oh, and I'm due some payback on Luigi. So, pause. Guess what? NPC Luigi fucking cheats. Right? I thought I fixed the lag problem. Well, to be fair, after a while the lag problem tends to calm down anyway. So yeah. There's probably something that is also causing some form of lag. Let me... put out some... Right. Let's see if that helps. I know having particular background processes running... can cause lag. Seriously, well, I would say that I need to go through this laptop and clean it a bit. Well, clean out some of the shit on it, but aren't I thinking of, like, getting a new laptop at some point anyway? I don't know. Anyway. Gonna boot up Ziggy. Go. Yep, we are doing Super Mario Kart through NSO, cause... well, honestly, that's how anyone plays the game nowadays. Well, we'll say this. Like, the fact that we are doing this sort of retro, indie, unusual game day does not give me a reason to do another stream playthrough of Super Metroid or something, don't it? At a later point, obviously. Oh, Link to the Past is another game that I'm thinking about for that. Well, which is weird because I'm not a Zelda person. Yeah, how do I go back? There we go. Yep, I remember the ways of bullshitting things through NSL's rewind feature. So yeah. So, reason why I want vengeance on Luigi specifically, from last time, is because of one particular reason. The AI on him. So... . one thing I noticed from last time with this game is how characters work when controlled by the CPU. They don't use the usual items. They get one preset item and they just spam that the entire time. They can even be items that you don't have access to. Well, the player will never have access to. And guess what Luigi's is? A fucking star. I'm not kidding. Luigi is a cheating bastard. And we have since sworn vengeance on him. So yeah. We is gonna get some payback today. I don't know what character to do. From what I remember, like, aren't Koopa and Peach like some of the better characters to use in this game? Oh, okay, I did manage to get gold in both those. Or a trophy somehow. But I'm gonna just go through them again anyway. Oh god, the fucking perspective. Oh god, the perspective. Yep. Out. Fuck you, Luigi. Insert times cyber swears at Luigi counter here. Like there, Yoshi used a egg. Ah shit. This is not going well, is it? Ow, fuck off. God damn it. Well. At least we start off in fourth this time round. Bowser, get out the sodding way. Dang it, I thought I could point blank him. Clearly not. To think, this one game inspired an entire subgenre of racing game. Motherfucker! This way, we're gonna be swearing vengeance against Bowser too. God, if this is what 100cc is like, I dread to think what 150 is like. Oh, Bowser was just tiny-fied. Now that's a better result. Why is the stream lagging again? Sorted this problem. Now it's having its up and downs again. God damn it. Yeah, suck it, Luigi. Well, I get the feeling Luigi ain't gonna be as much of a problem. Yeah, that's weird to see that when you get first, you start off the next racing first. Because that's not usually a thing in Mario Kart games. Usually does it based off of, like, handicaps and shit. Yeah, when you don't have... Oh! Bugger me, that was close. Why is he so accurate and consistent with that? I am becoming increasingly more terrified of Toad. Yeesh. I'm not even drifting, this is working out. No, I'm not kidding, I'm barely drifting. I'm just letting go on the accelerator whilst turning. And that's somehow working? Huh. Damn. This is working. Yay. Oh, I am now slightly terrified of Toad. Like, that Shroom's got some mad sniping skills. I think that's why Bowser ended up shrunk, in the first race. Oh god, this fucking track. Don't do anything reckless. Don't do anything stupid. Only don't go over that shortcut. And keep an eye out for Toad's bullshit. Shit, I'm gonna go shortcut. No, not. That's the wrong item to use for that. You use a feather for that, not a mushroom. Toad, swear to God, if you pass me, I will do that. Oh, fuck right off, Mario. So the both of yous have stars as your item? You're kidding me. Fantastic. And Heroes just thought it was your brother that was a problem. I didn't think you'd stoop to that level low of cheating, Mario. Like, seriously, what the fuck, Mario? I thought you were cool. Well, at least I figured out how to actually wrangle this game's controls. The secret seems to be, don't drift. Just, take your finger off the accelerator. And that seems to work. Don't know about 150cc though. But, hey ho. Oh god, this... I forgot how obnoxious... the depth perception does not help with this floor texture. But I'm handling this well enough. I haven't had to use the feather yet. But I kinda wish it was a different item altogether. Also, it's weird that you only get one, like, set of item boxes per track. But I think some later tracks do have, like, multiple. I've left Luigi. Oh shit, he heard me! Yeah, so apparently the Mario Bros are both cheating bastards, because they, both get stars. Still, I think I've got a handle on this. Also, isn't there like 4 tracks in a cup in this one? Yes, there is. No, 5, I mean. And... yeah, so... Mario... Shit. Come on. Dang it. Ah, got ya. Oh shit. And I'm already feeling slightly lightheaded. This is going to be a sodding stream. Obvious bit of trivia. In the OG Japanese version, both Peach and Bowser get absolutely shit-faced on the podium. Anywho. Now we done mushroom, we do flower. Ah, Choco Mountain. No, Choco Island. Please don't let Bowser be like one constantly behind me, cause his fireballs are annoying to deal with cause they move. Help! Okay, he just flew like... He keeps going. Stop. He is just constantly throwing out fireballs. Yeesh. Luckily, he's a terrible shot with these. Ah, that was a bit close. No go eyes. I get a feeling this is gonna be a stream of all time, isn't it? And Luigi's been oddly well behaved. But now I know that Mario's just as much of a cheating little shit as he is, so... And here comes Bowser's... Oh, he can also leave them behind him too. Fun! I can see why they rebalanced the CPUs in once they got to Mario Kart 64. Yo, that should give me some advantage. Yep. Nice. My technique seems to be working out. Right. Donut Plains Tour. Is this one that constantly gets remade in every new Mario Kart game? Or am I thinking of different Donut Plains? That was a piss off. Toad! Toad! Stop. You are not a morph and I am not a lamp. Stop ramming into me. Ah! Sod bollocks. Point blank me. Dang it. Serves you right, you reptilian bastard. Ah. Dang it. And now I'm only 1 point in front of Bowser. Murder Bowser first, so it becomes less of a problem. Yep. Oh. That wasn't one of my brightest ideas ever, I will admit. Luigi, piss off. Alpha. Oh. Are you kidding? I'm gonna need a life on this, aren't I? And sod right off with these mushrooms. Give me a star or something. You seem to give those out to my own Luigi in massive quantities. Bowser's fireball nonsense is gonna be noxious on this, isn't it? Or I could get completely cock-blocked by Phanx. That could be a thing too. Don't stop rear-ending me. It's okay, I'm not trying to gold medal, gold trophy all of them. I just want to actually survive. Yup. Dang it! Coming. Yes. Okay, we did way better that time. I do not like that track. Like... Okay, as long as we can get, like... above Bowser, we're good. We should be good. And Mario Circuit 3. The most remade Mario Kart track, actually. Yet Mario Circuit 4 hasn't been remade once. Oh, I didn't even know there was a Mario Circuit 4 until I learned that fact. Mistakes were made. Well, as long as I can get, like... Luigi, don't stop this. No, that's Mario. Well, we'll both of you do this crap, so... Should I really care which one of you it actually is? Ah, shit. This ain't going too well. And we're on lap 4. Crap, that's a lot of ground to build up. Luckily I have a mushroom so I can do the shortcut. Up. And I botched it. Yeah, we're not getting that gold, mate. So... Ah, son of a... That's right, that just means we have another go at it. I felt zero remorse over that. Bowser sodding deserved it. Mario? No. Dang it! Oh, you can piss off too. Right. New girl, sod for gold trophies, I just want to survive. I do not care, I will settle for the silver one. But, yeah. I think at this point, my brain has given up on getting gold trophies on all of them. I just want to survive them. Well, we got gold in that one last time anyway. Star Cup. I have never done this one before. And it's a Koopa Troopa Beach. Fuck. And Bowser's gonna be a front runner again, isn't he? Fuck you. Bowser? No. Bad giant turtle. Good giant turtle. I wasn't told they're gonna be my enemies this entire time, aren't they? Choco Mountain, Choco Island 2. Don't sneeze, don't sneeze, don't sneeze. Ah. Bless me. Anyway. Are you sniping pillock? I have no idea what happened there, but I guess it kinda worked. Fuck. God damn it. The fact that they only use items on you is annoying too. Fuck you! Dang it! I probably shouldn't have thrown caution to the wind there, I will admit. So, one thing I'm sort of starting to realise is, if you play a particular character, do certain other characters become like your rivals for that Grand Prix, or am I just hallucinating shit? Number 3, and it's a vanilla lake. Crap. Whoop! Oh, and they don't have to fucking worry about smacking into the ice cubes. Pixel perfect sodding AI. I know this is an NES game, but holy shit is this thing way too balanced in favor of the CPUs. Bowser, stop with it! Stop. Eight. Ah! Slow. Steady doesn't get completely screwed over by the CPUs. Instead, we screw them over. Christ, they stay tiny for ages. You can still use their bullshit though. Haha, got you that time, motherfucker. I have not been this salty at a video game in a while, I would say. Another one of these. Well, did get Bowser in the... That one makes you go over jump. Okay. Good to know. Mario, piss off. Ah. I do not care that I keep, like, trading first and seconds back and forwards between me and Bowser. In fact, I'm surprised that I am keeping, like, getting as many first place as I have been. Oh, here's the never... well, only real appearance of, Mario Circuit 4. I think. I'd appreciate these tight corners a lot more if they actually slowed down the CPUs. No, they have to have pixel perfect turning. Eat shit, Bowser. Royally eat. One royal to another, royally eat shit. That didn't go that badly. Okay. I don't think I need the one up. Like, I think that was the last race anyway. I dread to think what 150cc is actually like. Now we have Special Cup. I am dreading Special Cup. Well, this is gonna be a shit show. Strap in, folks. This one has a hole in the middle. Well, it's not like I use the hot button for actual drifting. But no, we're going. Run that shit back. There. No, I am abusing this shit to gain a tactical advantage against this chilled bastard. I have the power of God, anime, and time itself. Really? There ain't a shortcut there? Nope. I have a power of anime, spirit powers, and the rewind feature on my side. You are only doing so well because I was willing to not abuse this power for my own ends. I am now willing to use this power for my own ends. Cooper Beach 2. Which in Mario Kart world is just called Cooper Beach to make it even more confusing for you. Doesn't help that you can't actually see the patches of deep water particularly well. But the line I'm taking seems to be pretty good for it. Shit. I was trying to get rid of it before the item boxes so I could get a better item. Obviously to murder Bowser with, like, what else would I use it for at this point? I would say I've settled for beef with Luigi. Now I have beef with Bowser. Luigi's been a good boy and bowing down to his queen. Bowser isn't. And he will pay dearly for that in due time. This one looks fun. Lots of stuff like that can happen. Ah, shit. Oh, so they can throw items forwards and backwards, but I can't. I only have to... I can only throw them in one direction. Okay. I mean, sure, that did come up somewhat handy, but... like, a rocket launcher would help? Or a jetpack? I am rewinding that. Oh, fuck you. Haha! Gotcha right at the last second, bitch. Yes, it's fourth, but, I'll take it. Another vanilla lake? Ah, shit. Huh. You know, this one don't seem as bad as the other one. Oh, shit. Yeah, this don't seem as bad. You do have to do a fair bit of hopping though, that's the only thing. Well, oh, right, that's not a actual deficit. They are going through that shortcut without mushrooms. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, I'm not getting first place on this one. Not by any stretch of the imagination. And now to the first ever Rainbow Road. With these turning controls. That is not easy on the eyes. I can't see shit, I can't see shit, I can't see shit. I can see the effect they were trying to do with this game, but... Oh, there was actually a jump there. God damn it. So well done. Shit. Nope, so well doing that. And that. And that. And that. And that. I will abuse this shit as many times as it takes, you know. We... Where's always that corner? That's why I can thread the needle over that. I Zereldoed that too many times. No, I don't actually have... Okay. Huh. Okay, so it's a case of... You need to get gold in all of them to unlock what's it. In that case, I'll try Cooper again for it, see if... Well, I'll try Cooper, see if his better turning circle actually... Well, him having better turning or something helps. So well, though, that. Yeah, no, I don't like him. Can I go back to Peach? Or try out Toad? Yep, Swordfish, we're going back to Peach. Nope, Zawaldo. How did I get so far ahead? Right, this track being hot arse is probably a good reason. I should not be running across the grass this much, but that can will do. Second will definitely do here. This one's an easy first, actually. What? No, I'm fucking so old on that. Bowser, you're not having this. Fuck you. I got really screwed over on this one. Locking a bit. The world. The world. The world. Yep. You are foiled once again by Zaweldo and modern accessibility options. Okay, the bit of cheating. If CPUs can cheat, then I don't see any issue in doing it too. But hopefully I won't have to Zaweldo as much on this one, because this one's actually not that bad of a track. Okay, that bit's annoying, but otherwise I quite like this one actually. See? That one's not nearly as bad as you think. And me feet are gone numb. Take a 5-second break. I'm now 6 above Bowser, so if he gets first and I get third, then I would still tie. But I will be Zaweldo a lot, because this is an annoying track. Yep. I forget you don't be touching those swamps at all. And thus this track begins a tradition of having a track where all bosses are yeeted into space. There we go. I had to use the rewind feature way too damn much. Super Metroid would have been easier. Don't you mean a rewind abusing expert? Well, we hit the credits. Which the capture card seems to not be liking too much. But yeah. I will say one thing about this game. How the fuck did 5-year-olds actually manage to beat these CPUs back in 1985? Like, I thought my generation could deal with difficulty in games well, decently well. 80s kids were on a whole nother sodding level. Like, straight up. Right, does it literally just stop there? Oof. Yes, it does. I suppose this is probably the game's way of telling the 80s kids to go touch grass, maybe, after it. Now? Yep, we now have access to 150. I'm gonna have a... Right, I'm gonna have a pee real quick, so I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. I do wonder if one of the reasons why I do have so much lag nowadays is maybe I just have too many sources on the screen. 1, 2. 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. I have 10 sources. Huh. That could do it. Right, let's see how bad. Let's see just how bad 150 is. Oh boy, I'm not looking forward to this. Right, how obnoxious the battles are going to be this time? Fucking hell. Oh, wow. Wow. Alright, let's see if I can get anything out of this. I severely doubt it. But, hey ho. That was crazy accurate. Stop giving me fucking coins. Ah. That was rough. Oop, shit. Drop me a controller. Give me a sec. There we go. This music represents my mental state at the moment. Fucking terrified. Okay. Stay steady. Don't worry, we can keep calm and abuse the rewind function. Toad, calm down there, buddy. It ain't mating season yet. Yeah, wow, 150cc? It's kinda brutal. Which just makes things exponentially worse, because this entire game is sorting brutal. Still, it's pretty impressive graphically for 90, 80, No wait, this wasn't even an 80s game, it was 92. I've been getting my facts wrong the entire time. Still, even for 92, this is still incredibly impressive. Imagine to achieve a... well... closest to 3D you're gonna get. I can imagine... ooh, yeah. You could definitely make a game with these kind of graphics nowadays quite easily. You might have to do a bit of 3D trickery for it, but... But yeah, the reason why I'm giving 150cc a try, like, we'd gone through all the 100cc cups and I just thought, hey, we still have time. Let's see how crazy 150cc actually is in this game. Ha, you didn't get me that time, you little shit. But yeah, I can safely say 150cc is kinda brutal. I'm dealing with it pretty alright. But, yeah. Well, that's cause I can deal with these particular tracks alright. If all the tracks were like this kind of level, then I would have been fine. Even with Bowser's fireball shittery. Especially because I can just do that. And just abuse the living hell out of it. Ah, shit. Yeah, you take your eyes off it for 5 seconds and you're suddenly in 5th. That didn't do me too well. Fuck you, Yoshi. Luigi, don't you dare. You've been a good boy this entire time. Toad was having a moment. Haha, gotcha, bitch. Huh. I got a gold Mario's decapitated head. Okay then. We might as well see how another cup is. Then we'll likely put a pin in the game. For the day. That's if I don't completely crash and burn. Alright, first race I don't get top 4 on. That's the point where we'll end. Well, we'll put a pin in the gameplay at. God damn it. Wait. Worth it. Yeah, we'll see how long we can go without needing to, reset. Reset or rewind, actually? If I'm smart, I can pick him at the post. Crap. I got too cocky. Well, that didn't last long. Ah well. Still. That just kind of goes to show, don't underestimate NES games. Like, they're way harder than you think they are. But still, I think that's gonna conclude our time with the game for today. Well, even though it's like completely kicked my ass, I get why this game became a mainstay. Like, straight up. It's a fun little car racer. And such. And, yeah. Again, you can really see how it has become one of Nintendo's best-selling franchises. Honestly, it kind of makes me want to, get the Nintendo Switch, online expansion pack bit. So I can, like, play through Mario Kart 64 or Super Circuit. And that. I don't have a Switch 2, so I wouldn't be able to play Double Dash. But yeah. Well, this also really makes me want to replay through Super Metroid. Just to see what my opinion is it nowadays, having played through all of Metroid Dread and part of Metroid Prime 4. And some Castlevania games. Yeah, that would. Don't you have like a collection that has One of Blood and Symphony of the Night on PS4/PS5 or something? Anywho, yeah, we're just gonna chat. Yeah, we're just gonna chat and chill for a bit. Yeah, this really makes me want to get the expansion pack now, because well, just so I or some of the Nintendo 64 stuff. Because whilst the Nintendo 64 came out actually just before I was born, and its heyday was like before I could even form proper sentences, I did still grow up with the Nintendo 64, as we still had one. I grew up with that and the original PlayStation. Well, we did have a Mega Drive at one point, but I think we replaced that with the Nintendo 64. Which, yeah, I would definitely be tempted to grab that just cause of, well, just because there are there's actually quite a few Nintendo 64 games I've never touched. Like, mainly the collectathon games on Nintendo 64. I never touched the original Super Mario 64, but I did have the DS remake, which, yeah, it was alright. Like, wasn't the best thing in the world, but it was still impressive for the DS. Well, I will admit, it looked ugly. It looked kind of ugly, actually, with some of the environment textures. Like, some of it looked ugly, some of it looked alright. Just don't look too hardly at the textures in Bob on Battlefield. I didn't play either of the Banjo-Kazooie games, but I did play Diddy Kong Racing. Let's see. What other Nintendo 64 sort of quote-unquote classics haven't I played? I played Mario Kart 64. Actually, that was my very first experience with anything Mario, actually. My dad just coming home with a Nintendo 64 one day, plugged it in, and playing Toad's Turnpike as Bowser. And funnily enough, that is one of my most vivid memories of the younger years of my life. Because of the fact that I can explain it to you in that much fucking detail. Seriously. There's not too many memories like that, but from when I was a wee little spirit, that I remember with such clarity. That, and I remember that the 2004 Olympics was in Athens. Because I randomly remembered that too for some fucking reason. Really? Let's see. Trying to think what other sort of iconic N64 games haven't I played? I've played Star Fox 64 actually. But believe it or not, over here in Europe, it went under a different name. It went under the name Lilac Wars. Let's see. What other ones didn't... What other well-known Nintendo 64 games didn't I play? Or PlayStation games as well, like... Because we also had that. Honestly, I don't think I ended up playing too many iconic PlayStation games. The only one I can think of off the top of my head is like... Rayman. Which I was notoriously shit at. But, I was like 6 or 7, so... And apparently the first Rayman's known for being stupidly hard. Didn't they release a 30th anniversary collection for that, recently? Like, believe it or not, despite it being part of my childhood, like... I have not much interest into banging my head against the wall playing that game anytime soon. Because like I said, I'm notoriously shit at it. Then again, I'm just not that great with 2D platformers. 3D platformers, yeah, I can easily beat those. For the most part, but 2D platformers, I just have trouble with. Like, even when I did play through Super Metroid on stream, how many times did I die? How many times did I have to abuse the rewind function on NSL? But I suppose that also makes me want to replay through it on stream. Just to see how much better I've gotten out at. Not just Metroid games in general, well, 2D Metroids games in general, but just 2D platforms in general. I don't know. Like I said, I'm also somewhat curious to see if I can, like, find... Because, I think Castlevania Symphony of the Night is still on the PlayStation Store somewhere. In, like, the PS4 section, because it was part of the PS4 collection at some point. So... yeah... might be interesting. But, that's another thing I've noticed. I'm not massively into the Castlevania side of the Metroidvania genre. But I think if I properly sit down and complete one of the things off the Advanced Collection, I might change my tune on that one. Let's see. What other... what other games? Oh yeah, Nintendo 64. I have played both Pokemon Stadium games. I think I played a smidge of Pokemon Snap, but we had the choice between Pokemon Snap or the Pokemon Stadium games, and I think I ended up swaying it in the favor of us keeping Pokemon Stadium games, which still worked out for a family in the end, cause, well, we all know how addictive those minigames are. Just straight up. Oh, Pokemon Stadium 2 is actually how I learned to play Pokemon properly. Ish. Well, in original, well, up until like X and Y, I just used whatever Pokemon I had that was the highest level. And just kind of ran with that. I still don't know how, like, 10, 12-year-old me managed to beat Cynthia in both Diamond and Pearl that way. But, hey-ho. My brain has gone blank again. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed today. Like, and again, I think I just had a nice day in general today. Like, been a nice, chill, relaxing day. And I got to play a bit of game history again. I didn't actually need to exact revenge on Luigi in the end, believe it or not. Which is kind of ironic. Like, Luigi was actually fairly well behaved this time round. Bowser and Toad, on the other hand, they were complete arseholes. And turns out Mario was just as much of a cheating piece of shit as Luigi is. He also has the Starman powers as power-up, when he's a CPU racer. So, yeah, that's incredibly annoying. And I had to deal with Bowser and Toad taking turns trying to snipe me. But That's also why I'm starting to think that with that game, what two characters are your quote-unquote rivals in the Grand Prix is just dependent on whatever character you're playing as. Like, the reason why Luigi... Well, I swore vengeance on Luigi before was because last time round I was trying to do it as Koopa. And I'm guessing Luigi and Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong Jr., I think, I could be wrong that, are Koopa's rivals, whereas with Peach, it's Bowser and Toad. Like, at least that's how I think it might have been. Which, fair enough. I definitely had to give some sort of challenge to a player. And plus, that's kind of a thing where certain NPC racers just are your rivals for particular cups. Like, that's... Well, I suppose that's just how it just is for Mario Kart games. That's one thing I do appreciate about Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. It specifically highlights who the CPU racer rival is. And such. Plus, it gives us all those fun interactions. Speaking of which, if I remember on the schedule, because since I mentioned Sonic, I might as well go over the schedule real quick. Yeah, we got Warframe on the Saturday. We're gonna be doing the usual shit we do in Warframe. The weekly stuff like Descendia and Archon hunts and that sort of thing. And then just doing a bunch of farming. And then Sunday, well, once again, rather than continue on with the Age of Calamity playthrough, we're gonna switch back to Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, cause yeah, there's another festival this weekend that I'm interested in playing, and it's for Tangle and Whisper, two characters that, well, originate from the IDW Sonic comics. So they have a fair bit of interesting things to know about them. Oh, that's the schedule for a week. I just thought since I'm brought up Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, I might as well go over it. If you know what I mean. But yeah. I forgot what point I was trying to make when I was before I started going on about the schedule. Yeah, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, with its whole take on the rival system. A, I quite like the fact that it does highlight a rival, and B, you do get those sort of character interactions. As long as you're playing a character from the main Sonic cast, that is. Some of them are actually quite interesting too. Like, I mentioned how Tangle Whisper came from the IDW comics a minute ago, but the ones between SBL and Zaz reference something that happened in the, like, reference confrontation the two had in the comics. Hello, Ollins Win. How are you today? Uh, should I just call you Ollins or Quinn? But yeah, hope you're doing well today. Super Mario Kart kicked my ass pretty royally, by the way. And we didn't really have to swear vengeance on Luigi all that often, if at all. Bowser and Toad on the other hand, yeah. They are definitely getting a fair bit of my ire at the moment. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. And I hope you've been having a wonderful day. Oh. Is Olin and Quinn it's just matched up for some reason? Fair enough, like, YouTube does it through the @ bit rather than your actual username. So it just kind of squishes it all together. I think you can change your channel name and the actual @ bit separately, I believe. I can't remember exactly, if I'm honest. But it just kinda does that. Yeah. Technology is weird. Technology is weird, internet is weird, people are weird. But at the end of the day, that's kind of what makes us us. All the weird and wonderful quirks we have. Like the fact that if I have to do anything factory related in Arknight's Endfield, I will completely lose track of time. That's happened more times than I admit. And I care to admit. But, God, if I don't like that with Arknight's Endfield's factory stuff, can you imagine what I'd be like with an actual factory sim? Like, can you imagine the fucking... What console are I playing for Super Mario Kart? Oh, Switch, actually. Doing it... Yeah, I did it through Nintendo Switch Online on that. It's also how I did a... Well, it's also how I did it last time. And it's also how I did a playthrough of Super Metroid. Well, I'm highly tempted to actually do a new stream playthrough of Super Metroid, actually. Especially since we're gonna make, like, Tuesdays are retro / indie / weird and overlooked, games day. So that we actually do something with Tuesdays. But yeah, you can do it through Nintendo Switch Online, Matt. Hell, to me, it actually makes it feel a bit more worth the price than something like PlayStation Plus, because you just given a collection of old games to go through and such. And I think the more expensive one, the expansion pack, Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, which I think Priceline actually brings it in line with PlayStation Plus and stuff like that, which I think is kind of overpriced, but at least with the Nintendo Switch side of it, well, with the expansion pack, there's actual stuff there, because like, for Switch 1 owners, you got the N64 stuff. Like, I don't have the expansion pack myself yet. In the Famicom version of the game, if you win a race at Peach, you'll get champagne and get drunk. Yes, I actually mentioned that earlier on in the stream, actually. Yeah. In the Famicom version, like I said, Peach will get drunk if you win a Grand Prix, but Bowser also does. Yes, the Royals of the Mushroom and Koopa Kingdoms can't really hold their alcohol, can they? Well, obviously that was just censored to them just holding a champagne bottle in the SNES version. Cause, well, reasons. And to be fair, there are plenty of cases of, like, even before our day and age of lots of things getting censored for seemingly no reason. International versions did have censorship compared to other, well, the Japanese versions of games. I can't think of an example off the top of my head. One of you probably will know. No one's? Because it's actually... Oh, no way. Now I remember. With, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! On that. They just edited out cleavage. Cleavage and any sort of, like, pentagram or satanic imagery. But 4Kids were kind of notorious for censoring that. Let's see, what other examples of anime censorship have I heard of? Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon, because that's how we got the jelly-filled donuts meme. Because they're technically onigiri, or rice balls, but they got censored. But even though the actual image didn't get censored, they just called them jelly-filled donuts instead. So you got Brock pointing at some rice balls going, "These donuts are great! Jelly-filled, my favorite! Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut!" I think I saw a video of someone actually making jelly-filled rice balls because of that. I'm hopeful for Mario Kart Double Dash to come to Switch Online. Hang on. Actually, let me have a look. Again, I don't have the expansion pack. And I don't have the Switch 2... Well, I don't have a Switch 2 either, because I know that's in... The GameCube stuff is part of the Switch 2 version of the expansion pack. See. Huh. Actually, isn't on there yet? Okay. That's actually surprising. Weird. No, I'm actually really surprised that Double Dash isn't in the Switch to GameCube expansion pack bit yet. Not even showing up as like something that's going to be in the upcoming game. Because according to the Nintendo website, which I don't have up on my phone, the upcoming games are... well, the included games at the moment are Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, F-Zero GX, Soul Calibur 2, Mario Smash Football, aka Mario Strikers, Chibi Robo, Luigi's Mansion, Wario World, and Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. And it says for upcoming games, Super Mario Sunshine, Pokemon XD, Gala Darkness, and Pokemon Colosseum. It's probably due to Mario Kart World. I don't think it is. I think... I do wonder if potentially, after the next couple are released, they'll probably announce what would be the next set of upcoming games, once the current set of upcoming games are properly added to it. And you never know, might have Double Dash there. But this is Nintendo we're talking about. So yeah. I can get your line of thinking that it's not there because of Mario Kart World, but at the same time, I don't think that really would affect that. Again, I might be wrong. Like, always take my predictions on that sort of thing with a fair amount, well, a grain of salt on that, as they say, but you never know. I'm actually surprised by it though. Though, one thing I am kind of surprised by is the fact that they don't have like the LG Pokemon games, like the GameCube and Game Boy and Game Boy Color Pokemon games on NSO. But considering what they just did with Fire Red and Leaf Green, I think they just don't want to put the mainline Pokemon games on NSO, which is a bit of a shame. They could have done something pretty cool and have them have connectivity to the Pokemon Stadium games that are on NSO. You know, emulate the old transfer pack. It was really fun to like see a Pokemon you raised in like Yellow and Crystal in Pokemon Stadium. What do you think about Nintendo re-releasing the Virtual Boy? I don't know what to really think of it, actually. Like, on one hand, for allowing others to experience a bit of gaming history, yeah, I'm all for that. But on the other hand, that console was notorious for a reason. Like, that thing gave people headaches. But yeah, it's definitely random. Though it is, for what it is, it's overpriced. Like, because you have to get a Nintendo Switch. Well, it's the Virtual Boy stuff is exclusive to the Switch 2 version of the expansion pack, which that's already like 60 quid a year. Remember, I'm British, so we're working with pounds here. And then you got the peripheral on top of that, which, considering Nintendo's recent track history with making peripherals overpriced, yeah, that's probably a pretty penny too. And yeah. It overpriced. Oh. That's kind of par from the norm when it comes to Nintendo at the moment. They seem to overprice things. Which... Plus doesn't come back to bite them a little bit. But the Switch 2 is still doing pretty well for itself, but considering that it's basically a sequel to one of Nintendo's best-selling consoles of all time, but without completely ruining what made the first one great, I'm not surprised the Switch 2 is doing as well as it is. Like... But... I'm not particularly interested in getting a Switch 2 anytime soon, though. Like, there would have to be a lot of games that wow me to convince me to get one of those. I'm just happy with my Switch 1 and my PS5 at the moment. And if I were to upgrade, it's like the whole Wii U thing all over again? Yeah, sort of. Except the Switch 2 is doing well for itself. Which, ironically, I think has gone the opposite way of a Wii U. Like, whereas the Wii U wasn't a good console, but had one hell of a fucking library, for me, the Switch 2, like, it's somewhat impressive, but not that much of an upgrade from the OG Switch. And it doesn't have a massive Switch 2 exclusive library that really interests me at all. It's basically similar to how the PS5 was for me at launch. Like, it's an impressive bit of kit, but A, you don't initially see the real jumping technology, and B, at the start there weren't many games exclusive to it, so there wasn't much reason to upgrade to it. This is talking as someone who has a PS5, by the way. Like, I literally only just got my PS5 this time last year, more or less. But that's mainly because I got it for Monster Hunter. Yeah, to be fair, that's probably a surefire way to get me to get a console. Put Monster Hunter on it, I'm sorted. Oh, I've actually... When do you think I'll be able to start the game? Not to be that guy. Oh, I've actually wrapped up with the game for the day, actually. But... the VOD will still be The VOD will still be up after we end stream anyway, so that's the beautiful thing about multi-streaming. The YouTube side will always have the VOD up, so yeah, so if you miss a part of the stream you popped in for, you can always wait till the stream finishes and then watch the VOD afterwards. And such. Oh, I thought the stream started. My bad. No props. Nah, fair enough. Like, yeah, I'm one of those streamers that sort of has a... So the way I typically conduct streams, I usually run the starting soon scene for like about 5 minutes, then talk for another 5 or 10, then start the game, well, then play the game for like a couple of hours, then chat again for like 20 or so minutes, and then wrap up, sort of thing. But like I said, the VODs, I have it so it automatically saves as a VOD when the stream finishes, because streaming on YouTube has that advantage, and that VOD will be up there for how long, or, well, it'll just be up there so you can come back and watch it anytime and such. And yeah. Alrighty, see you around, Owens. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I hope you enjoy the VOD. Yeah. But yeah, in terms of the streams themselves, I typically start them at like 7:30 PM UK time, which well, that really depends on your time zone, what that is. For PST, that's about 11:30 in the morning. EST, that's about 2:30 in the afternoon. Other time zones, I have no idea. But anywho, yeah, I'm probably not gonna go for much longer anyway, so... But I do appreciate when you guys do take the time to pop into a stream. But yeah. But yeah, don't panic if you can't catch it live, or you can't catch the game part of it live. That's what the VODs are for. And watching the VODs helps me out greatly as well. And such. But yeah. Actually, how much lag did we have? Some lag, but not nearly as bad as it was on Sunday, I think. I done something right there. Still wondering if I do just need a better machine to conduct the streams on, but hey ho. I'll see how the rest of the streams this week go and go from there. But before we end, let's go over the schedule real quick. We did Super Mario... Well, I had me ass kicked in Super Mario Kart today. That day we're doing Warframe and doing our weekly shit. Speaking of which, no, Necros is in the circuit this week, so I've got to make sure to farm him off between now and then. And Sunday we have Sonic Racing Cross Worlds instead of Age of Calamity, cause festival. And yeah, that's the schedule. Anywho. I'm gonna... Well, since it's like 10 hours off, well, 10 minutes off 3 hours, I think I'm gonna wrap up there for the day. The VOD will be up on YouTube for anyone who wants to watch it. And as always, it'll also be up on Twitch, but only for like about a week or so. Those ones expire, unfortunately. But anyway, thank you all for popping in and hanging out for a bit. Greatly appreciate you doing so. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and make sure to stay safe. I don't know why I'm talking like this before you ask. Oh yeah, hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, stay safe, and I will see you on Saturday for usual Warframing. Yep. Here goes then. Good night, everybody. And I hope you have a wonderful week. Good night, and see you Saturday.